This video is sponsored by PotownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Crowns in it, for example. They literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapDosTCG for 5% of your order. This video is also sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can use the referral name ZapDosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by PLAYMAT.com. This is a platform where you're able to upload your favorite wallpaper and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. You can now have 10% off your order by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Last but certainly not least is going to be DragonShield.com. Dragon Shield is the best brand to protect your beautiful cards, and they have the best quality sleeves available, and you can of course check it out by clicking the links down below. They have sleeves, binders, and deck boxes of the best quality around. I use them in every single tournament, and you guys should do the exact same thing. Thank you a lot for sticking around with the commercials, and enjoy the video. Peace. What's up YouTube, it's ZapDosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. We are still exploring the post-rotation decks that are going to be, of course, legal when Scarlet and Violet drops, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Today, Gardevoir EX up on the menu. This is a new archetype that is going to be rocking the scene with a crazy ability. So we're going to be talking about the exact 60 that is going to be your starting grounds for playing Gardevoir EX. But first of all, if you enjoy it, be sure to let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button and subscribe for more content. So let's just get it out of the way. Gardevoir EX is one of the better EXs from the Scarlet and Violet set. There's pretty much only two EXs that are going to be seeing a huge amount of play, and that is Miraidon EX and Gardevoir EX. Gardevoir EX comes back with the Psychic Embrace, which is one of the most powerful abilities I've seen in a long time. As long as you like, during your turn, you may attach a Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your Psychic Pokemon. If you do, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, and you can't use this ability to knock a Pokemon out. So the cool thing is, with so many energies that you can discard because of the refinement Kirlia engine, you're going to be able to, of course, accelerate so many energies onto all of your Pokemon. I know you damage yourself, but it's definitely worth it to, of course, get a one-hit KO. Its attack is just 190 damage, Miracle Force, not the greatest attack in the world, but yeah, this Pokemon recovers from all special conditions, which could help if special conditions ever become popular. So Gardevoir EX is going to be your main energy accelerator. So you're going to have, if you get one of these out, all of your psychic type attackers will be slapping for a huge amount of damage and can get those energies instantly from the discard pile. The cool thing is that the Gardevoir engine is also super great. This is a one-price Gardevoir. So this is the Gardevoir with Shining Arcana. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and attach any number of basic energy cards you find there to your Pokemon in any way that you like. Put the other card into your hand. So pretty much you can draw and accelerate as well. With Brainwave, you slap 60 damage plus 30 more for every Psychic Energy attached to this Pokemon. Do you see where we're going with this? We're going to be utilizing the Psychic Embrace ability of Gardevoir EX and accelerate 6 energies instantly onto Gardevoir from the discard pile. I know we're going to leave ourselves with only 20 HP remaining, but we do have Emergency Jelly to heal off, or it's just a one-pricer which is going to go down regardless, but this is going to help out to slap a whopping 240 damage. If you have some successful Shining Arcanas and some successful energies of the turns, this one-pricer can be dishing out a huge amount of damage, definitely combined with Choice Belt. So this is your one-price Gardevoir. We also have a Gallade in here. Gallade, super great with the Buddy Catch. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it in hand. Because we have, of course, going wide with our Ralts engine, we're going to have, of course, this Gallade. This Gallade can definitely help out if you can get it out to, of course, get a supporter from the deck. A very cool card for sure. You don't always need it in specific matchups, but it does come back with 160 HP and does slap 160 damage. It is definitely an option in the Gardevoir deck. Typically, you get out a Gardevoir EX, all of your Kirlias will draw cards. That's our next card on the list. 4 copies of the Kirlia. You can also think about adding in the Kirlia with Mirage Taps to, of course, duplicate some Kirlias on the bench. That is definitely an option, but our list is running a huge amount of Battle VIP passes, some Fog Crystals, and Level Balls, so getting these on the field is going to be super easy with the refinement. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from hand and draw 2 cards. You see where we're going with this? You can get any supporter you want with Gallade. You can accelerate energies as you please with Gardevoir EX, and one prize Gardevoir is going to be so fantastic. So this is going to be the way we're drawing through the deck, so we don't need a lot of crazy researches or judges. There's still going to be a couple of them in there, but it's not going to be the main way we're drawing cards, which means it opens the door to some funky supporters in a deck like this. So 4 copies of Kirlia. Then 4 copies of Ralst. I always suggest using the one with 70 HP. It also comes back with hit and run attack, which could be nice if you don't want to be losing your Ralst early on. And there's also a Ralst here with the memory skip. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and they cannot use it during their next turn. And specific matchups paired with a Roxanne, this Ralst could also come in handy. Problem is it only has 60 HP and is therefore weak against stuff like Sableye. These with 70 HP will survive. If you have like 60 HPs, it would be way worse. But I do suggest playing definitely the one with the 70 HP and then 1 copy of the Ralst with the memory skip. Then let's talk about some additional attackers that could help here. One of ours is going to be the Zacian V from the Celebration set. Not only can you use Roar of Wind to accelerate an energy already, even though it does end your turn, the Storm Slash is where it's all about. 60 damage plus 30 more for every psychic energy attached to this Pokemon, very similar to the Shining Arcana Gardevoir, but this is a 2-prize V Pokemon and is also going to be having more HP. So you can actually accelerate 10 energies from the discard pile to this guy to slap a whopping 360 damage. Not that you need to go for the overkill, but this can pretty much one-hit KO anything, and combined with Sky Seal Stone on V-Stars and V-Maxes, you're going to be taking additional prize cards with the Zacian. Then the Articuno here. I like this Articuno a lot. It allows you to, of course, utilize its ability Cruel Charge to, of course, get 2 energies instantly down on Articuno. Just an attachment away to go for sniping 120. Sometimes sniping early on could be nice to get rid of your opponent's Pokemon before they're able to, of course, evolve further. Knock it out of Kirlia in a mirror match, etc. It's going to be great. Also, you can use this, get some energies in play, and then use Torton to transform into another Pokemon and use the ability of the Gardevoir EX. So I like the flexibility of Articuno. Another great card you can think about is the Cresselia from Lost Origin, allowing you to, of course, heal off some damage here and there. Then to have some additional support Pokemon, we're going to be using the Mew. It is from Celebrations. This is an alt art. Super cool. This Mew with the Mysterious Tail allows you to look at the top 6 cards of your deck and get any item you find there. As a little note, there is an errata, or actually just a new rule change with Scarlet and Violet, where of course tool cards are no longer item cards. So Mew cannot fetch Sky Seal Stone or Choice Belt, just to take that into consideration. But early on, it could fetch Battle VIP Pass, which is what it typically does. Attached to Ralst Retreat, Mew utilize its ability, find Battle VIP Pass, and go wide on your board. Okay. Moving forward is Radiant Greninja. This is going to be an additional way to draw more cards. Not only do you get your Psychic Energies in your discard pile, which is great for the Gardevoir EX's ability, it also is going to help be more consistent. So we have 2 consistency boosters in the form of Mew and Radiant Greninja. And then to finish off the Pokemon line, we have 1 Manaphy to protect our bench, because I don't know if you've noticed, but these Kirlias do have a low amount of hit points. Very great to, of course, get some stuff out of the deck with Level Ball. But on the other hand, you are weak against opposing Radiant Greninjas, which are going to snipe the hell out of you if you don't get Manaphy in play. And now that we've talked about the Pokemon here, let's talk about the supporters, shall we? Because we do draw a lot of cards with the Kirlia, and as well as the Gardevoir, we're not going to be playing a huge amount of draw Pokemon supporters. We're going to be using 1 Professor's Research. Sometimes in specific scenarios, getting 1 research with Gallade is definitely what you need. Then 2 copies of Judge. As mentioned, Lost Box is still very popular in today's format, and putting them to a low hand size so they cannot get the combos going is definitely great. Then 1 copy of Roxanne. I like this a lot in the late game because you can put the opponent to 2 cards, and then if you can get the correct Pokemon set up, that might actually be a winning condition. Worker is great because if the opponent gets a Path to the Peak in play, you will no longer be able to use Gardevoir EX's ability, and this also allows you to draw cards and discard a stadium on top of it. Next up is Avern, a card that can get a tool card and an item card. As mentioned, this is going to be your way. You can find Sky Seal Stone very easily. You could use Gallade, get this card, and then use its effect to, of course, get the tool card you want, Sky Seal Stone, and also you can find yourself an item card. That could be the Ultra Ball for whatever Pokemon you might need. Moving forward is a Torton. I like Torton. You might still think about adding in Miriam. Miriam can get more Pokemon back from the discard pile, but changing yourself into another Pokemon when the opponent least expects it is fantastic. I've utilized Torton a lot to transform into Manaphy in testing, but you can also use Torton after utilizing Galarian Articuno to, of course, already set yourself up with energies without damaging yourself. That is also something I utilized. So Torton can transform itself into Rolls, so you can instantly evolve and use Refinement of Kirlia. There's a lot of ways you could be utilizing this Torton. Then one copy of Boss, targeting the opponent down is definitely great. You can, yeah, of course, target whatever you please with Boss's orders. There's also a Serena in here, not only great for draw power in the early phases, but sometimes can be your way to gust up V Pokemon. And then the last one is going to be Clara. Clara is just universally good. You can get 2 Pokemon back from the discard pile. The cool thing is we're running PLAYMAT. So all of these one-off supporters and stuff can, of course, get retrieved with PLAYMAT. So you can use them multiple times, which is super, super awesome. Now let's talk about the item cards. I try to go for like max consistency. So I still go for 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass. This deck definitely wants to be going first. So you can get your army of Ralts out, and then, yeah, as early as your second turn, maybe use some Kirlia to draw cards, and maybe one of the others can use Rare Candy, which is awesome. All right, moving forward, 4 copies of Level Ball. You see where we're going with this? You want, of course, your Ralts set up as quickly as possible. Could fetch a Manaphy as well, or the Mew if you are not having a great setup. The cool thing is with Level Ball, you can also find Kirlia, which is definitely a 4-off in this list. And moving forward, 3 copies of Fog Crystal. Not only does it search out basic Psychic Energy, it also can find yourself Ralts early on, or Articuno, or even Zacian V. 2 copies of Ultra Ball to find your Gardevoirs. This deck does draw a lot of cards, so you don't need more Ultra Balls, because typically, as soon as you evolve into some Kirlias, you're pretty much halfway through the deck, because the deck really draws a lot. You use Kirlia Refinement, use Radiant Greninja with concealed cards, and at one point you're drawing so many cards that finding your Gardevoir EXs will be pretty easy. 2 copies of Rare Candy. You want to, of course, sometimes skip the Kirlia altogether so you can attack on the second turn. Sometimes you use some of your Kirlias will evolve, then draw some cards, then you can Rare Candy or Rolls all the way to a Gardevoir EX, so you can already have your energy acceleration. If you don't have that, you can simply set up some Kirlias and start getting your first prize card with the Galarian Articuno. Then 1 copy of the Choice Belt and 1 copy of PLAYMAT, so you can reutilize all these one-off supporters as mentioned here. So let's put that over here. The cool thing is with Choice Belt, these are going to be the tools of choice, by the way. These are all not grabbable with Mew, but you can, of course, find them through the means of Avern. Choice Belt helps those numbers. Gardevoir will be able to stop 220, which is the number of basic V Pokemon. Choice Belt on the Zacian V will allow you to get some crazy numbers, but more importantly, you want to have Sky Seal Stone on the Zacian. This is the best friend for Zacian V. Choice Belt could also help hit some numbers additionally with the Gardevoir, because Gardevoir slaps 60 damage plus 30 more for every Psychic Energy. Let's say we have the manual attachment of the turn, have some success with just Shining Arcana, so we're actually already at 2 energies. Then we utilize 6 abilities of the Gardevoir EX, and we're at 8 energies with a Choice Belt. You can definitely get some funky combos going. With Emergency Jelly, you can also heal off when you get a lot of damage onto your Pokemon. If you have 30 HP or less, you can heal 120. Only activates once your turn ends. So if you attack, then you can heal. This is great against Lost Boxes, so your Gardevoirs survive. So these are the tool cards of choice. Moving forward, let's talk about the stadiums. We only have 2 stadiums. I'm a little bit afraid of Path to the Peak, which can shut down the Radiant Gardevoir, actually the Radiant Greninja and Gardevoir EX, but we do have some answers. We have Collapse Stadium and we have Temple of Sinnoh, but also with the Worker, you can bump a stadium here and there. Collapse Stadium is nice. If Gardevoir EX is almost knocked out, you can still activate its ability to set up some more attackers and then get rid of that Gardevoir EX so that you have the opponent with some prize denial. I like that a lot. And then Temple of Sinnoh, as mentioned, is going to be great in this format. It blocks Jet Energy, blocks Fusion Energy, blocks Double Turbo, blocks Single Strike Energies in the Single Strike Lugia deck. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. And then last but not least is going to be 11 Psychic Energies. You need a lot of energies, and 11 seems to be the number that works the best. Because of the fact you're going to have some of them prized, and you want to have them in the discard pile ASAP. So, of course, you can start swinging for a huge amount of damage with Zacian V, with, of course, Gardevoir, etc. So, this is the Gardevoir EX deck that is going to be popular with the Scarlet and Violet set. As mentioned, we're talking about post-rotation lists here and there, and the Gardevoir EX deck is one of the few that is new to the format, which gets a lot of people hyped. New archetypes means you need a lot of training. Test this list out for yourself. Let me know what you would change in the list down below, and if you enjoyed the video, let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button. I appreciate you guys for checking this video out. Go check out our supporters. Yeah, to support the channel, go check out PoTownStore.com, the sponsors. You can of course use the coupon code TCG to get 5% off on TCG online codes. They work on TCG Online as well as TCG Live. Set up your account so we are ready to play online. I know we're going to be moving to TCG Live very shortly, so make sure your account is ready to play all these fantastic new decks. There is, of course, yourplaymat.com as well, which allow you to, of course, get 10% off by clicking that link down below so you can create your own custom awesome playmat. Choose your favorite wallpaper or design something yourself and turn it into a beautiful playmat. They ship worldwide. There's also Dragon Shield. I use Dragon Shield for all my deck profiles and all my decks when I play tournaments. So definitely it is the best brand to protect your cards, the best quality sleeves, and they have deck boxes and binders as well. Link down below to support the channel. And last but not least is CARDMARKET.com, the European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. You're going to be able to support the channel by using the referral name TCG. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. Peace!